Good day, First United Methodist family. We're beginning today a new series. It's called Behind the Scenes at First United Methodist. And in this series, we will look at some places that are rarely seen by the average church friend or member, as well as delving into some of the history of the church. So today, Brad is going to join me. We're going to look at the organ. So I think I hear Brad now, so we're going to go on into the sanctuary and see what we can find there. Well, we're just looking at the organ. So I see you're playing that beautiful music here on the two keyboards up here, and then the one down at your feet. That's the organ, right?
No.
Oh, there's more to it than that?
There is more to it.
Oh my! Well, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, so I've got, like I said, two keyboards which are similar to a piano keyboards that play different parts of the organ, and then when you see the ones at the feet, they're just another large keyboard, so that I've got the ability to play three different things at once if I need to by playing here and both with the feet. So, and then all these stops give me different sounds on each of the keyboards. So this stop would play up here, but it doesn't play down here. That's what all these stops are for. And then I have stops over here that are just for the feet.
Okay, great. And so where do we find the actual organ, the actual instrument that we hear each Sunday? Where
You want to see?
I would love to, yeah.
Let's go check it out.
All right, let's do it.
So when a lot of people, they see the organ and they see these pipes across the front, which is what we would call the facade, they think that that's all the pipes. But what you're looking at there, and I have my cheat sheet, is there are 47 pipes that you actually see in the front. But there's a total of 1,770 pipes in the organ. So what you see here is only for visual, and it gets some of the big pipes actually out here in the front, so they don't have to take up as much space back inside the case. So let's go look inside the case and see what all the other ones look like.
So here we are up in the case, and Brad, tell us what are we looking at here?
So now you're looking at the back of the facade pipes that you viewed from the room. This is you can see how they're hooked on and they're just standing here, but they all play. They're not just visual. Every pipe you see actually does play. And then as Ben scans down, you can begin to see some of the smaller pipes up here that work off of the bottom keyboard. So what we have in this section of the organ is about a third of the pipes that you hear. You can see how small and the different shapes for the different sounds and the different colors that you can have. As he scans up, I'm pointing out, each one of these is what's called a rank. There's a mirror image of it on the other side. This is half of one rank. So this would be, for instance, a roar flute. And this would be a set of principal pipes and an open flute pipe. And every one of these is one of those little tabs you see. When I turn that tab on, it activates these pipes. And they get smaller and smaller. And then we get up to these. This is your trumpet. This is a set of reed pipes. So this all plays off of the bottom keyboard, and this is half of the pipes that play off that bottom keyboard. And then as Ben scans around, you can see some of the larger pipes that I play with my feet on the pedal division. You can see how large they get. And a few of those are also out in the front, but you see wood pipes as well as metal pipes. So it takes a combination of all these based on what stops I push down on the console. And this is what you're actually hearing. This is the real part of the organ. So these are the pipes in the very center of the case, and it's called the swell division, and these are the pipes that I play off of the upper keyboard on the console. You can say things are a little more compacted down in here. These are the sounds you accompany with the choir and solo with, because these are the pipes you can control the volume on. The pipes you saw before and the ones out in front only play at one volume, so you had to be careful how you work with those. These, on the other hand, sit behind a set of louvers, which will show you in a minute how they move. But the louvers are between the pipes and then the room. And as you see through the front, these are the pipes you see in the center. And if Ben will get a picture of it down toward the bottom, you'll also see the camera that allows me to see what's going on in the room for brides and ushers as they're coming forward. I'm not as psychic as everybody thinks I am. There actually is a little camera down there. Can you see it?
If you recall, we talked about the louvers up there a while ago, and now we're going to see the louvers in action out front. So we are now downstairs from where we were looking at the pipes a while ago, and this is underneath the walkway that we were on, and these are the chimes, and Brad's going to play a little bit from the chimes, and you can see how these work maybe.
Another part of this organ that makes it a little unusual these days is its mechanical action. People think when I push a key, it's making an electric connection, which it does on many, many organs. But in this particular mechanical action, when I push a key, it's pushing a lever and opening the pallets under the pipe. So each one of these is representing a key on the bottom keyboard. And I have a stop on right now, so you can hear if I pull down, it's like pushing my finger on the key. And so it takes it from a nice straight line up, and then it spreads it out. So that, because when you saw upstairs, the pipes are going front to back to the room. So each one of these is directly underneath those notes on the chest upstairs. And we'll show you in a minute how all this connects into the console, but it's all a mechanical connection, no electricity involved except to turn on the blower and the lights on the console.
All right, so now we're going to turn the organ on, and you will see the reservoir fill up with air here. You'll see it rise. And then Brad's going to play a little bit, and you'll see the mechanical action that we just talked about at work. Well, thank you, Brad, for taking us on this journey through our organ today.
Well, you're certainly welcome. I'm glad to have this opportunity to share both with our own members who often don't know near as much about their own church as we do, and maybe for others to get the chance to watch this video.
All right. Well, in the coming weeks, we will be visiting other parts of our church as we explore behind the scenes at First United Methodist. Brad, we'll let you get back to your playing.
Okay.